we spoke to his
Yes. All right. We're in the middle of the direct examination. Mr. Lewis, General, are you ready to resume?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Scott, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Jury is ready. Let's bring them in. You want me to give that admonition before you?
One stand, please.
go into it?
Before I play it, yes. You may be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Lewis.
afternoon.
I think where we left off, we had just talked about the photos of the items that you took pictures of at the residence where you located Miss Boswell. After you met and talked with her there, what did you do next as part of your investigation?
So after we spoke with Megan Boswell, we had received information of the address of Ethan Perry, where he would maybe be staying. And so Detective Haraz and I proceeded to go to the home of his address.
And what did you find when you arrived there?
Ethan was not there. We had spoke to his parents and tried to inquire more information to the whereabouts of Evelyn Boswell.
Did you find Evelyn there?
No.
Okay. All right. So what did you do after that?
From there, after we spoke to Ethan's parents, we proceeded to go back to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, where we met with Megan Boswell to talk to her.
Okay.
more.
And who was present there at the sheriff's office when you spoke to Miss Boswell?
It was myself and Detective Haraz.
All right. And where did you talk with her?
There's an interview room at the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, and we spoke to her in the interview room.
Okay. And is that here in Blumpville, Sullivan
Yes,
County?
Sullivan County.
All right. Prior to coming to court today, did you have an opportunity to watch that interview that you did with Detective Haraz?
Yes.
And what you reviewed, was that a true and accurate depiction of the interview that you had with Miss Boswell back on February 18th?
Yes.
All right. Judge, I would move to introduce that as Exhibit 62.
Be full exhibit.
All right. And if I could, I'd like to play and publish that to the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video that you're about to watch has, well, what I'm going to call subtitles on it. Those are to aid you on the actual evidence is what's said in the video. Does everybody understand that? All right.
Well, we're back.
Hello.
Ethan does not have the baby.
But I don't know where she's at because she hasn't yet or left.
He has not seen that baby since he was down here for Christmas.
He has seen her. I promise you, yeah.
And he went back to where is he at?
Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Are you sure he didn't take her with him? Well, I don't know where he is with her.
Does that not concern you?
I mean, yeah, but like, you all not know at all where she is?
No.
Well, what can we do?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Can you put out like an Amber Alert or something?
When is the last time you've seen her?
I guess more than a couple weeks ago, it was around January.
Well, he went back. Let me go back. January the 1st. And he did not take her.
Well, then I don't know. I really don't, like, what do you do when your child's missing?
And you told us you were gonna meet him tomorrow in Colonial Heights. Now, what was that about?
I was gonna try to contact him and get him to meet me.
You said you lived in Memorial Boulevard.
That's where the last time that I, like, went to go see her was.
How was you gonna contact him and said that you didn't have a phone number?
I was gonna try to message him from Hunter's stuff, get a hold of him.
Well, we were able to contact him and talk to him. And he said that the last time he seen her was, you come up and seen him in late November, early December,
And he came back up in December.
right? And then you came over New Year's, and you didn't bring the baby because she had the flu.
I did have her with me. Me and Hunter went because Ethan got her some Christmas stuff.
You didn't have her with you because she had the flu
I
and
didn't have
because of the
her.
grandmother.
I did have her with me.
He says you didn't.
Well, I did. I don't care what he's telling you, I did.
So when did the exchange happen? Where did you drop Evelyn off of you? That you're saying it was that?
It must have been a couple days after that.
New Year's.
It was before New Year's because me and Hunter didn't have her on New Year's. Me and Hunter went to a party on New Year's.
So how long you and Hunter been together?
A couple months. Are you gonna put on Amber or anything, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, my supervisors are on their way.
Okay.
And what was the conversation like that you had with Ethan whenever you dropped her off?
Well, I mean, he was really hateful with me because Hunter was there. He wouldn't even let me like pull up the driveway, drop her off, maybe walk it up.
Walk in.
The driveway.
What kind of relationship do you and Ethan have now? As far as,
What do you mean?
are you able to communicate? Are you?
I mean, no, not really. He does not want to talk to me about anything ever. He's been that way since me and her got together. He barely talks to me.
Have you communicated through text messages or anything like that? You've not sent him any text messages?
I've tried to call him and he doesn't answer me.
Have you tried through text messages to contact him?
Yeah, but he's not responding. I mean, I believe him off on his phone. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to text him, he's not responding. I've left him voicemails and stuff, he just does not answer, does not call back.
And what do you ask him in these text messages or voicemails you're leaving?
Well, I've been like, hey, can you call me? I want to see her. He just does not call back.
And do you see your real mom?
My real mom?
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I was just wondering if she still live on West Carter's Valley?
she's not there right now. I really don't know where she's at. She's going to go to the hotel for the night.
If, let's just say, if Ethan was to leave the baby with somebody, who would he leave it with?
I mean, I really don't know because, like, I know when Ethan was in the Army, he did not talk to his family. And really, when he was gone in the Army and I had Evelyn, we really didn't talk much. Which is why we're not together now. I mean, he just for like months and weeks without talking to me. Never really helped me out with her the whole time that I had her and he was in the Army. So, I mean, I really don't know who he talks to, who he fools around with or nothing.
He didn't talk to his grandfather or the one.
I mean, I guess he did when he came up here, but like as far as I knew, anytime that like they tried to contact him, he just didn't respond. This guy named Paul is not his grandfather, but it's like his step grandfather, and he would like all the time ask me about Ethan, and Ethan wouldn't talk to him.
Okay.
I don't know. I really could not tell you. He just kind of like stopped talking to his family because they didn't really help him out while he was here or went to the Army.
And you don't have a phone?
No, I use Hunter's.
You need to get your phone.
Okay. Do you want a description of her? Do you want me to try to find pictures of her? Or?
Yeah, we'll need a description of her. I'm worried about, too, the broke arm.
I don't think he ever took her to the hospital and found out it was broke, though. I just know it was bruised. And that's all I know. I mean, I won't lie to you, when she was with me, there were a couple of times that when she was trying to walk, she was like falling bruise her cheek, you know what I'm saying? But like, she was never bruised. I never whipped her. Like, I can't whip a kid. You know what I mean? I know some people disagree.
I mean, they're gonna fall when they.
Well, yeah, but I
Well,
mean, whenever that happened also, my dad was like, Mom would call and say that you abused her because she has a bruise on her cheek. And I was like, you can't do that. Like, because for one, like, I never hit that baby. Ever. And I wouldn't, you know. Because when kids are bad, like, you know, bad, I believe, like, oh, you should take a toy away. And like I said, I know a lot of people disagree, but I feel like you should spank your kids. I'm not one of those people.
Now, when you gave the baby to Ethan, what did you do with all your stuff for the baby? Because when we went to the house, there was no baby stuff.
Some for baby stuff is there, but I gave him about all of her clothes. And the only, like, bottles I had for her was just, like, one sippy cup. And it wasn't even, like, a sippy cup. It was, like, one of the kids' like, new pink cups. You know what I'm talking about, like, the straws in it? She's already switched the straws. And I mean, I really only kept that from the car because if nothing else, I would just, like, go buy, like, little plastic straws and give her stuff out of cups. And then I had baby stuff at, like, a mommy's and stuff like that. My grandma's. And the car seat's in Hunter's truck. Her car seat.
Is that what you were gonna use to pick her up tomorrow with?
Yeah, the car seat's in the truck. Well, we can take Alexis to go get her, don't get me wrong, but the car seat is in the truck.
So, tomorrow at 4, who were we gonna meet down there since? Ethan?
I didn't even know he went back. I thought he was still up here. To be honest with you, because he really did not tell me anything.
And when did you make the arrangement to meet him tomorrow? Then, like, when was that discussed with you?
I mean, it's been a long time ago.
Okay.
Tomorrow's the 19th, right? I think, yeah, the date's right.
Was it after he took Evelyn with him?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, he got mad because he asked me for have custody of her, and I said you'll have to take me to court over it. I was like, I would not keep her from you, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, if you want half custody, we're gonna go to court and it's gonna be set up like the right way. They're not gonna sign half of her over to you, you know what I mean?
When did that happen? When did he get mad about that? So when
It was like the day of Christmas.
When did you all officially break up?
Sometime in November, I don't know, to be honest with you.
When you went down there to see him?
Yeah.
whenever you and Ethan went to that party, whose house was that party at?
Me and Hunter went, and it was at this guy named Clint's house that Hunter's friend with.
You went to a New Year's Eve party?
Yeah. Hunter's first name was Preston. I'm sorry if that confuses you. I've always called him Hunter.
It's fine. Went to a New Year's Eve party. Where was that at?
It was in Piney Flat at Clint's house.
Just at Clint's.
Yeah.
Who is Clint? Just a friend?
It's one of Hunter's friends.
So what do you think about the entire situation?
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. I mean, like, I'm kind of panicking on the inside. You know, I mean, I don't know what to do. There's not really much I can do.
Michelle, she's on her way down to get the phone started.
Is that your supervisor?
She's one of the ones that works with me, and there's my supervisor. They're on their way from Kingsport.
Okay.
Did you spend any time with Ethan over the years?
Mm-mm. Like I said, I know he either went back down to Louisiana or wherever he's at. Mississippi or whatever you all said, I know he went back down there.
So he told you he was living in Kingsport. Earlier, did you tell us he was living in Buffalo? You thought he was living in Buffalo?
Well, it's that apartment in Kingsport or Bluntville, because it's on Memorial Boulevard, it's in between.
Sure. Any more questions?
So what do you all do when Amber looks out? Like, what's the process after
Well, we're
that?
gonna have to find this baby tonight. And I don't know where this baby is, but it's gotta be found.
What happens if we don't find her or not?
I don't know. I've never run into this in my 20 years here. But we've got to find her. And Ethan doesn't have her, you don't have her. Where did this baby go?
I don't know.
What did Preston think about the baby?
What do you mean?
Or Hunter, do you call him Hunter?
Yeah, that's his middle name, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I thought
well,
something there.
well, I didn't know what you called him by. Was Hunter jealous of the baby because it was by another?
No,
I was just asking, because some people, are like that.
no, he's not like that.
Maybe one of the questions that popped in my head, maybe he didn't want the baby.
Ethan?
No, Hunter.
No. But Ethan and I used to get into it, and he used to tell me he didn't want Evelyn, that I wasn't his baby. We said thoughts like that all the time. I'd be like, I'll give you DNA test, I know this child's yours.
There's my supervisor.
But Ethan and I used to get into it, he used to like, ready to kill me all the time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of why we broke up. I don't think he's a bad person, I don't make him sound that way, but you know what I'm saying?
All right, Mr. Lewis, this interview took place February 18th, 2020. Is that correct?
Yes,
Did you, as an investigator of DCS, continue to search for and attempt to locate Evelyn Boswell?
yes,
And were you able to do that? Were you able to find her?
no,
Did you ever, did DCS, or you personally ever receive any reports from the defendant, Megan Boswell, that her child was missing?
no,
Did Megan Boswell ever produce Evelyn or bring her to you?
no,
Since DCS was involved in this, since you all had received a referral, if there had been any court proceedings that had been instituted or took place regarding custody of Evelyn, would you all have been notified or made a party to that?
yes,
Okay. At any point in time, were there ever any custody proceedings or custody petitions filed seeking custody of Evelyn?
no,
Okay. Either by Megan Boswell or any other person?
no,
As a result of the fact that she could not produce Evelyn, she could not be found, what did you do next as far as your role as an investigator was concerned?
My next step was I consulted with DCS supervision, and we had decided to file a petition for requesting an order to produce the child.
And was such an order obtained?
It was.
And was that, what was that through? Which
That
court?
was through the Sullivan County Juvenile Court.
And as a result of that, was Miss Boswell ordered to produce the child, produce Evelyn Boswell?
Yes.
And did she ever produce Evelyn Boswell?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. If you would answer any questions, Mr. Scott, Mr. Horn had for you.
Scott?
Good afternoon, Mr. Lewis. My name's Gene Scott. How are you?
Doing well.
I just have a little bit of questions about the timing of these interviews. You went to the house where Megan was interviewed, or what time of day was that?
Approximately 4:45 p.m.
It was on February the 18th.
Yes.
And then that video we just watched, was that the same day?
Yes.
What time was that?
I want to say approximately at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so a time period of about 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Did you take any further statement from her that day?
No.
Thank you.
Peter,
No, Your Honor.
is he free to go? Is any man understand?
I don't think we need a judge.
Mr. Lewis, oh, I'm sorry. You agree, Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis, thank you for your testimony. You're releasing your subpoena. You can't
Thank you, sir.
go,
Statement called Casey Salts.
Last name?
Salts, Saults.
Raise your right hand. State your name.
Casey Salts.
You solemnly swear from testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, ma'am?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Your name is Casey Salts, is that correct?
Yes.
And where do you live?
In Elizabethton.
Okay. Do you know the defendant, Megan Boswell?
Yes.
Can you tell us how, and I'm going to ask you just maybe go just a little bit closer to that microphone so we can catch your voice. Thank you. Tell us how you know Megan Boswell.
She was a foster child to my parents.
Okay. And what is your mom's name?
Gail Kite or
Okay.
Patricia Kite.
Okay. And so did Megan Boswell live with your mom, Gail, Patricia?
Yes.
Kite?